Man, like you said, you are my brother. I appreciate you so much, the leadership that you demonstrate, but more importantly, the example that you have given all of us on how to achieve a life worthy of living. Now, he mentioned, that I've had some success. I've had some success in direct selling. I've also had some success in the corporate world. And quite honestly, James and I were having this conversation yesterday about some of that success, but that success comes at a price. And what do I mean by that? There are times where there's things that I would like to be doing, but I'm called to get on an airplane to go sit in a 2-hour meeting. Just this week, I live in Southern California. Just this week, I was called to fly all the way to Philadelphia for a meeting that literally lasted an hour and a half. Now, like he said, I do very well in the corporate world. However, that comes at a price. My time is not always my own. So I personally have made the commitment to find a way to break those golden handcuffs so I can enjoy the one asset that I don't know how much I really have. I can go to the bank and check my bank account. I can even look at the credit cards and see how much money I've spent on those cards in a month. However, I do not know how much time God is going to bless me with on this planet. So I have made the commitment to figure out a way to leverage skill sets such as trading to buy back that time. So I can literally be able to do what I want, when I want, wake up when I want. But here's the key. This is not about me. And I know that this is not about me. In order to achieve that, I have to follow the example that Mr. Boss I Quit, Mr. James Wiggin has set up. He set up an example of, hey, if you help enough people get what they want, guess what happens? You get what you want. So this is not about me. I just want to say, brother, thank you. I appreciate you put a lot out there on me, man. Now, I'm not sure, but I do believe we have a special guest on the line with us today. He is a very extremely busy man, Mr. Courtney Logan, the C.O.O, Chief Operations Officer of BFX Standard. Mr. Logan, are you on the line this morning? I'm waiting.
I just made the call, so he will be hopping on, sir.
Okay, well, we're going to give him a couple minutes. Like I said, he is a busy man. He is in the process of launching this rocket ship into orbit. So if he's a few minutes late, he's not even late. He's on his time frame. We're on his time frame. So sit tight, people. He will be on. I promise you, the information that he is going to share with us this morning will be life-changing. And what do I mean by that? I know people use that term very liberally. They'll be like, oh, it's going to change your life. It's going to do this. And they may be talking about a little widget or some little fad pill or something like that. But honestly, what I mean by that is he has mastered a skill that allows him literally to generate income at will. Now, that right there is a skill set that I would like to master, because what that means is freedom. That truly means freedom. If you can generate the income that you need to fund your lifestyle, your retirement, your vacations, then you're truly free. You're not dependent on a job. You're not dependent on somebody giving you a raise. You can literally go to your computer and generate revenue day after day after day. That's power. Now, the beauty of skill sets, once you have them, no one can take them away. Think about it. They always say it's just like riding a bike. You learned how to ride a bike when you were little. To this day, I'm sure if you get on that bike, you start pedaling, off you go. So he is going to impart with us the knowledge about a skill set that literally will put you in the driver's seat and be able to control your financial future. I don't know about you. Like I said earlier when I came on, we do not know how much time God is blessing us with on this beautiful planet. However, in order to maximize that time, you have to have a couple things. One of the most important things is a skill set to truly put us in a position to buy that time back. We've been fed, and I'm going to go ahead and be a little controversial this morning. We've been fed a whole bunch of lies that have been fed into our minds to truly keep us trapped. Now you're saying, Kirsten, I don't know what you're talking about. I had Wheaties this morning. I wasn't fed anything. No, but we were fed from a very young age to go to school, get a good education, to get a good job. But here's a cool thing. People are waking up. Those, especially those youngsters, they're not buying into it. Now, God has blessed me with 4 beautiful children. Now, some of you guys brag about your cars and your houses and maybe the numbers in your bank account. I brag a little bit different. I brag about my kids. I have a son. I'm going to go ahead and be a little cocky today. I have a son who's at West Point. He is finishing up his junior year, what they call Cal year at West Point. I also have another son that just graduated from high school. And he had a conversation with me before he graduated. He said, Dad, I don't know if this college thing really is what I want to do. I said, that's fine. College isn't for everyone. Now, I'm not against it, but you got to have a game plan. He's like, Dad, I'm really interested in learning a couple of things. I really do like helping people, so I'd love to be a fireman. But he also said, Dad, I've watched people trade in the markets. I really want to learn trading. That's a skill set that I figure if I trade and learn how to trade efficiently and proficiently, I will be set for life. I can literally generate thousands and thousands of dollars from my laptop. So I encourage that young man to go ahead and learn trading. The beauty of it is his daddy's involved with the platform called BFX Standard that teaches trading. Now, I do believe Mr. Courtney Logan has joined us. Let me do a quick check. Courtney, are you there?
I am here. Good morning.
Okay, wait, good morning to you, sir. Now, hey, before I turn it over to you, let me give you a proper introduction. Because this gentleman, I believe that if you really want to look at the true worth and value of an organization, all you have to do is look at the leadership of that organization. And with Mr. Courtney Logan as the Chief Operations Officer, we are in good hands. This gentleman has a very, very extremely diverse and unique and extraordinary background. Educated himself, went to law school, became a lawyer, became a federal prosecutor. Now, I'm not going to steal too much of his thunder about his story, but he got to the point where he said, you know what? I want to do something different. I want to do something different. And he mastered a skill. And we're going to ask him some questions about that skill. He mastered a skill in Forex trading that allowed him to seamlessly transition, because we all know lawyers do well. He seamlessly transitioned out of law into becoming a proficient trader. Not only, he wasn't selfish with it. He didn't just trade to make himself wealthy. He began teaching others to trade. And he got inspired and he got on a mission to help others learn the power of Forex. So please put your hands together and help me welcome Mr. Courtney Logan to the call. How are you doing this morning, sir?
I am amazing. I'm amazing. Everybody just type some ones in the chat. I want to make sure everybody can hear me and you can see me. Type some ones in the chat. Type some ones in the chat. Good morning, good morning, good morning to all of you. Excited to be here. Thank you for that brilliant introduction, my brother Kirsten. I appreciate you. And it's an honor and a privilege to partner with you in this journey on our mission to impact lives all over the entire world. Guys, I'm going to do a little bit of background. We're going to talk a little bit about the company, and I definitely want to answer any questions you may have. So definitely save those to the end. My name is Courtney R. Logan, Esquire, CTA. I tell people I am a recovering attorney. Law used to be my life. Can you spotlight me, Kirsten, so everybody can see me? Let's blow me up a little bit.
Let me see. How do we?
If you click the little button in the top, it should say spotlight.
Spotlight. All right.
There you go. All right. Now, can everybody see me a little better now? All right. Okay, cool. I'm a recovering attorney. My background in the legal field, I started as a prosecutor. I spent some time in some corporate law firms, And I actually had an opportunity to become a city manager where I ran an entire city, which led me to go in-house as a vice president and chief legal officer for a military and law enforcement technology company out of Tennessee. So my legal background has kind of expanded multiple areas and facets of law. And it was when I became vice president, chief legal officer, where they were offering me a judgeship, but I had already found trading. I found trading through a multi-level marketing company some people may know of called IML. And I was fascinated and fell in love with markets. It was breathtaking to me, the understanding that first, money could move so fast, more importantly, that I could take advantage of that money moving so fast. So the markets really transformed my ideas and thoughts of what it meant to make money. And so when he offered me the judgeship, I had already started a group called the Powerhouse. This was my free group online. We put in over 29,000 people in that group where I was teaching and training for free for years, me and my team, helping people around the world understand the power and value of the foreign exchange market. So when he offered me the judgeship, I called my wife and I said, hey, they said they want me to be judge. And she told me, you're not going to be happy because you know what God has told you. And what she meant by that is he's properly positioned me in a place where I could help a lot of people learn how to trade the foreign exchange market. My legal background, I can't give to you. Does everybody understand that? Type of one in the chat. I can't give you my law degrees. I can't give you my legal experience. I can't pass that to you where you could go into a courtroom and practice law. So when I look at trading, I consider myself now a ladder manufacturer. My legal degree was my corporate ladder. I had climbed that ladder and I had climbed at a very young age. I sit here now at the age of 36. By that time, I think that's been about 6 or 7 years ago. So I would have been one of the youngest judges in my county. I can't give you that ladder. I still can't give you that ladder. However, the markets and this skill set allows me to be a ladder manufacturer. And what does that mean? That means that I'm able to give each and every one of you a ladder, and I'm able to teach you how to walk up and down that ladder and get something profitable out of this market. And more importantly, I'm able to teach you how you can become a ladder manufacturer as well. So in my opinion, when we talk generational anything, right, we need generational people in order to do generational work. Does that make sense to you? Type something in the chat. The work that we do now here is generational for the simple fact of that we can actually pass this down and we can pass this on. I can't pass my law degree down to my son. I can't pass my law degree down to my daughter. However, I can pass a skill set down to my children, and you can too. Before BFX ever existed, there was RFX. And RFX was my private mentorship program it started off as, where we were teaching and training people how to do what we do at the price point around $20,000. We had a $10,000 program as well. And then we got to the point where I said, you know what, we need to create something more mass market so other people can get access financially to the work that we do. So we created another program, which is now our RFX Academy, which is online at $500 a month. You can go check that out if you want to. It's rfx.academy, but I will tell you not to sign up there because everything you would get in RFX Academy is at BFX. So let me ask you a question. If you can get access to something that was $500 a month for $60 a month, do you think that is a good deal? Yes or no, if the value is there? Let me know in the chat real quick. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. But if the value was there, let's just assume the value existed there. If you could get the same thing for $60 a month instead of $500 a month, would you take that deal? Well, any rational, reasonable person would say, I would take that deal. Because I would take that deal. And it's almost Black Friday. But what if I told you we're running a Black Friday sale for the entire existence of our business, not just on a Friday, right? What if I told you, what if I told you that people came to me and sold me on the idea and the vision of actually changing the world through financial market education. Would you believe me? Well, you have to believe me because that's how you got on this call. You have to believe somebody. That's how you got on the call. I will tell you that's how I got to this call. Some guys came to me and said, hey, man, we want to change the world. And I said, I've heard that before. I'm tired of hearing that. I've heard that over and over again. I have multiple offers from multiple companies in my inbox about they want to change the world. I said, what's going to make you different? What's going to make you different than everybody else? Like, why should I believe you over the last John that came and told me he was going to change the world and they wanted me to work with them? What makes you different? They said, well, we want to offer ours for $60 a month. I said, oh, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy people. So you telling me you want to take my thing that's $500 a month and you want to take her thing that's $300 a month and you want to add signals that's at least $100, $200 a month and you want to take that crypto education over there that's like $300 a month and you want to put all of that stuff together and you want to offer that to people at that price? Yeah, you want to help some people. If you ever want to know what a man values, watch where he places his money. Watch what they do with the money. Don't follow word. Even when I was a prosecutor, we always said, follow the money. Just follow the money. Don't listen to what they say. Watch what they do. And in that instance, I understood it wasn't empty words. And I understood since they was after people like me, it wasn't going to be an empty promise. It wasn't going to be an empty promise. So who the heck am I? You heard about my legal background, but who the heck am I? Well, I sit before you as one of less than 1,400 people that hold my certification in the trading space. And I'll say that again. Somebody type that number in the chat. There are less than 1,400 people in the entire United States that holds my designation. Less than 1,400 people. I hold a Series 3 through FINRA. You can go look that up. I hold a Series 34 through FINRA. You can go find that too. I am licensed by the Commodity Future Trading Commission as a commodity trading advisor. You can go find that too. What does that mean? That means I just got papers. I got paper behind what I'm saying. Don't watch what we say, watch what we do. I am a firm believer as a lawyer. I'm a firm believer as a lawyer, right? That we should always look at the evidence. Anybody agree with that? I'm tired of listening to people talk. I sat on the sideline for years. I hated multi-level marketing with a passion. I am on podcasts. I'm on interviews. I'm everywhere saying I would never do that. I'm not interested in whatever they're doing. Let them have it. That's on record. I need to let you know just in case you go find it. You won't be like, wait a minute, ain't that the same guy I heard yesterday on the call talking about? I need you to know how. So how did we get here? We got here because a piece of it. I'm just being real. Hey, Kirsten. Which conversation am I supposed to get today? I'm sorry, I didn't have any notes. I didn't write any notes down, and you didn't tell me plan A or plan B.
You're doing great. However,
Okay.
I do have some questions prepared for you. If anytime you want to stop and let me ask you a question, just go ahead and stop. But you're doing great, sir.
I got you. All right, cool. What if, think about this for a second. What if you partner high quality leadership with high quality content, value, and products mixed with high quality marketers? What do you think will happen? What do you think will happen? What happens when you get leaders with not only integrity, but credentials and experience in their positions, and you get products that are proven, that weren't created for a multi-level marketing company, but existed and are standalone by themselves, and you get leaders with integrity that truly want to help people, What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? Because that's what we're about to do. That's exactly what we're about to do. So for those of you under the sound of my voice, you didn't get here by chance or happenstance. I don't know how you got here. I don't know how we met. I'm happy to meet you. But we're only looking for people that wants to help us connect the dots to other people that truly want to see change and impact in their lives. That's the only people we're looking for. And we're not looking for those people just as marketers, but we're only looking for those types of people in leadership. We're not looking for those type of people just in leadership, but those are the only products that we want. So that is our threefold mission. And I believe that we've put together one of the best teams that's ever existed in this space. I believe we have some of the best products ever put together in this space. And I believe I'm talking to some of the best leaders that ever existed in this space. All right, Kirsten, I'll yield to your questions.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That illuminated, just lit it up to who you are. I think, I shouldn't say use the word think. I know if people were paying attention, I know they were on the edge of their seats, that they felt what you said. They didn't just hear it, they felt it. And because I felt it all the way over here. So one of the things that has intrigued me about your background is Forex. Now, I don't want to throw that term out there because I think there's some people on the line that are beginners. If you don't mind, it's a two-part question. If you could explain Forex and why you chose to use that as your trading platform of choice. You could have done anything. You could have done crypto. You could have done the stock exchange. But if you could please explain Forex and why you chose Forex, that'd be a great start.
Absolutely. So when I look at the foreign exchange market, so first, what is Forex?
Yes.
Beginner. So how many new people do I have? Type a 2 in the chat. You've never traded before, never done any Forex before. Type some 2s in the chat. I just want to see where you are, who you are, and I want to welcome you to a revolutionary market that potentially might change your life. The foreign exchange market is a $6.6 trillion a day market. I said that very slowly because those numbers are sometimes big to comprehend. So to say it again, the foreign exchange market is a $6.6 trillion a day market. Can somebody take a wild guess how much the stock market does every day? Somebody let me know in the chat. Anybody got an idea how much the stock market does? All right, let's just say it's with a B and not a T. Let's just say it's in the billions and not the trillions. And we're talking 6.6 trillion. So here's the question, and this is what got me hooked on this particular market. How in the world do we make it to this point of our lives? And we hear all about the stock market. It's everywhere. It's all in the news. It's everything you hear when you look in the newspaper or, go online. Everybody's talking about the stock market. Why ain't nobody talking about the foreign exchange market? When it dwarfs the stock market by like 10 or 15. Like, how's that possible? Well, I think that's intentional. This is the gospel of Courtney. I can't speak for anybody else. I'm going to tell you what I believe. And I'm going to tell you why I fell in love and why this is the route that I picked. I believe that is intentional. Because why do we not know about the most liquid financial market in the world? How is that possible? How could something be so big? And this is what happened to me when I found it. How could it be so big, hiding in plain sight? And everybody's participating in it but us. How is that possible? Well, it only can be possible if that's intentional. Well, they write the textbooks. The pundits are on CNN and CSB, and they're on these platforms all day, every day long, and they real tight-lipped about this particular market. So that for me in the beginning as an attorney led me into an investigation. Well, why are they hiding this? Why doesn't this exist in mainstream media? Why don't I know about this? And I'm an attorney, a 4-time national champion with this upper level education. I've never heard this word before. How's that possible? It has to be intentional. Okay, so what are they hiding then? Well, what if I told you can fund a Forex account with $40? And what if I told you there was a $25,000 pattern day trading rule that in order to trade stocks, right? Like as a day trader, as a stock trader, there's a $25,000 minimum. It's called the pattern day trading rule, but I can fund a Forex account with $40. Well, how many people do you know that can fund a Forex account with $40? Compared to how many people can actually fund an account for 25,000, right? So that tells me from an access perspective, my first point here, Kirsten, to answer your question directly, I always make sure that I do, right? There is a very low barrier of entry in the foreign exchange market, point number one, because anybody can get started. Doesn't matter where they are in the world, right? So since I can start a Forex account with a low amount, right? That's a gift and a curse because my second point is, well, where do we get the education from in order to ensure that if I fund that account, I can do something important and profitable with that account? Putting money somewhere means nothing if you're going to lose that money. Well, so I've been on this journey for all of these years, trying to get the education, trying to get the understanding, because I'll tell you in the beginning, it was really tough for me to understand what to do in these markets. I didn't have a me. There was no me's. There's a lot of education, but there was no me's. And what I mean by that is I was looking for somebody that can take very complex terminology and concepts and break them down for me, because if I couldn't understand it, I was on YouTube all the time looking up words. If I had a tough time understanding it, giving my legal acumen and background, I knew the layperson like my grandmother would have a problem. So the second point, my number two, first is a low barrier to entry. Number two, I see it as a vehicle for not only trading education, but also financial literacy. That's my number two. The RFX Academy teaches a trader that knows nothing about markets from ground zero to how to become proficient in markets. It was designed for my grandmother. Because a lot of education that I was taking throughout the years assumed that I had a level of understanding that I did not. It assumed I knew what inflation was. It assumed I knew what it meant to be hawkish or dovish, or who the Federal Reserve was. It assumed that I understood basic economic terms that I just didn't even know as a lawyer because I never took an economics class. So I had to assume that if I didn't know, the average everyday layperson may not know. And if that's true, who's going to teach them? I didn't have a me. You got me. And not only do you have me, you have my entire team.
That's right.
You have my entire team. That's going to give you access to a skill set that will help you become consistently profitable. But let me say this before I go to your next question. It will take work. So let me go ahead and dispense with the lie that this is easy.
Right.
It can be easy. It can be easy for the person that wants to look at a chart and make a trading decision. This will take work. Okay, this will take work. For the people that don't have the time, which is okay, right? The people that are really busy, we have products and services at BFX to aid, assist, and help you while you're learning, while you're studying, or if you don't want to learn. Let's be honest. Some people don't want to learn. Some people don't have the time to learn. We understand that too.
Go ahead,
Kirsten.
That last statement segued into my next question, because
Perfect.
One of the things, just as I'm getting more familiar with the platform, but one of the things I love is that whether you're an expert or a beginner, I call it the get in where you fit in platform, because you can come in as an absolute novice, an unexperienced trader, and you can get value, or you can come in as an expert trainer and there's value. So if you could clearly, just discuss expectations. So if you're a new person,
sure,
talked about the work, putting in the work. what should you expect? Also, if you're a person in trading, has some trading skills behind you, a little bit of history and experience,
Sure.
what can you expect from the BFX platform?
Absolutely. So let me first start with the person that don't want to learn. Because typically these are the people that are not going to raise their hand, but they want to raise their hands like, hey, that's not what I want.
Correct.
And this is what I tell people. I didn't go to school to be a financial advisor. It's not my thing. Right. And a lot of people, what they do is they go find a financial advisor to trade their money for them. They don't want to learn. That's not what they want to do. They want to do construction. They want to do real estate. And what they want to do is they want to take advantage of what the market has to offer. Right. For those people, we have products for you. Okay. We got our Bitcoin algorithm for you. We have our signals, which we have a we're getting ready to file a patent on our technology that's going to allow you to swipe to trade. So the signals will come out. You'll just be able to swipe on your phone and execute that position. And that's going to be patent pending soon. Okay. So we have some shortcuts for the people that don't want to look at a chart. You ain't finna read no book. You ain't gonna do no work. I'm not asking you to raise your hand. I know I'm talking to you. We have things for you. We're going to have live trading sessions. We're going to be able to follow the traders doing the sessions and take those trades. So don't be afraid if you don't want to learn. Nothing wrong with that. All right. Does everybody understand that? Type of 1 in the chat. I want everybody type of 1 with everybody else. Everybody type of 1 in the chat. You're okay. All right. We have things for you too. Okay, cool. Everybody's good. Now let me talk to the people that want to learn. For my new people, we have a step-by-step process to walk you through our RFX system. All right. And when I say system, please hear me. I'm not talking about a trading strategy. A trading strategy is but a small piece of a system, a trading system. All right. We're going to walk you through understanding first what this market is, understanding terminology. There's a glossary. We go through basic terminology all the way up to how to take a trade. That's for my new people. So you don't have to worry about, am I going to be lost? Is this too much for me? It's not too much for you. I made it for my grandmother. I did. My dad. Okay. Doesn't matter what you know. And it doesn't matter what your age is. Young or old. It doesn't matter. We will teach you. You will see it's going to be step by step. We go slow. We go really slow. Now, for my intermediate people who's been around for a while, let me tell you, you may have gaps. All right. You may know some things, but there are some things that you may not know that you think you know very well. You may have gaps. And sometimes, a lot of times with the intermediate people, a lot of the things that they need to understand and learn has everything to do with risk management, has everything to do with journaling, has everything to do with ensuring that they're following their trading plan, making sure they actually got a good trading plan. It's a lot of tweaks. It's a lot of tweaks in order to get them consistently profitable. It's not being able to just make a trade. It's about becoming consistently profitable. Does everybody understand that? Type of 2 in the chat. So there is going to be some things that we work on from our more intermediate people, like the school of the mind, where we talk about psychology and we break down some of the innate natures in your wiring that's broken, that you don't even know is broken. That's holding you back from actually becoming the trader that you want to be. To more advanced strategies to ensure that you have the next level edge in the market. Does that make sense? Type of 3 in the chat. Everybody on the same page. We got something for everybody. Nobody's
Absolutely.
left out.
Now, I'm not going to let you just rush by that. You dropped some jewels in there, and I know what they are, but I want to make sure that the people on the call know what they're. You talked about an algorithm. I can't even spell algorithm. I'm going to be honest with you. I got spell check on my computer. And you also talked about a bot. Can you talk about those two?
Sure. So first we have our swipe to trade technology.
Mm-hmm.
And that technology is inside of our mobile app. And basically, anybody heard of signals before? Anybody taking signals?
Yes.
Like type of 1 in the chat. Let me know signals. My signals people typically send out numbers and they say, hey, we're going to take the trade at this price. We're going to give you protection and stop loss at this price. And we're going for this target. Okay. Everybody's good there. Perfect. All right. So we've created technology inside of our mobile app that we're going to patent. All right. That is going to allow you to not have to copy and paste ever again. You will be able to, but you won't have to. You'll be able to connect your broker directly to our technology. And when the trade comes out, all you have to do is swipe and the trade will be entered. Okay. So that's one piece of technology. All right. We're literally following patent. All right. The second piece of technology is a Bitcoin algorithm that is an auto trader. Now, I will tell you, I don't even like the term auto trader because typically auto traders are illegal. I'll let you know that. Typically they're illegal. All right. This one is not. This one is not. We went out and hired the ex-head of the SEC for the state of Missouri to help us understand our technology and its illegalities. All right. And we will be producing a white paper that explains why our software is legal, and no company has ever done that before in this space. So what is it? It is a Bitcoin algorithm that you connect to your account, to your trading account, typically is Binance.com. All right. And our Bitcoin algorithm trades on the spot market. And the spot market just means the cash market. It's not leveraged. It's if you got $100 in your account, it's trading $100. If you got $1,000 in your account, it's trading the $1,000. That's what the spot market is. All right. It doesn't multiply it or anything like that. All right. The Bitcoin algorithm, all it's doing is buying and selling Bitcoin. I can't make it any simpler than that. Right. But we bought the algorithm from a hedge fund. We bought the algorithm from a hedge fund, and all I can tell you is it 40x'd in a number of years, I think like 4 years, it 40x'd the account, the algorithm did. Okay, just by buying and selling Bitcoin. Nothing else right now, okay? So that's what that technology does. That's the most simplest way I can explain it. Of course, there's some proprietary nature of how it does that and how it understands the market. But that's why you would come and partner with us at BFX in order to get access to it. We own it, so it's not something you're going to find anywhere else.
Right on. You hit on legality, and I know your background as a lawyer, you're very versed in law. I'm going to be honest with you and be really direct with you. Our leadership team has literally traveled around the world vetting companies. We've even gotten involved with some of these companies, sent off money, sent our resources, only to have these companies fold, disappear, no longer be in existence. One of the things that really opened my eyes is the legal standing of BFX Standard. You being the lawyer, you being the C.O.O, can you talk about how you've uniquely positioned this company to be built for the long term and to be here for the long run?
I want everybody to type this in the chat. Lawyers watching lawyers. And I'm gonna make that make sense in a second. Just somebody put that in the chat. We got lawyers watching lawyers. So my background is in law. You kind of went through that, ex-prosecutor. I don't like gray area. I don't like playing in the gray area. All right. So and typically, for some reason, these companies typically find themselves in the gray area some type of way. And I think a lot of it, based on what I've read from some of these decisions and cases, it's not about intent. It's not that they intended to go wrong. It's they didn't have lawyers watch. They didn't have lawyers watching lawyers. They didn't have the proper team in place in order to ensure that the right things happen. So the first thing that I did was when I came in as a consultant, I told the team, I said, listen, if we're going to do this, our business touches multiple facets of law. And we need lawyers in each one of those areas. You can't just have one lawyer talking about he does everything. I need a lawyer for this. I need a lawyer for that. So we went out, and the first thing, since we're a direct sales company, we went out and got an FTC lawyer for people that don't know, that's Federal Trade Commission. What do they cover? They cover multi-level marketing, direct sales. All right. So if you're going to be in multi-level marketing, direct sales, you need an FTC attorney. Well, we got two. I got two. And I got two of the best ones in the entire country. All right. Lawyer watching lawyer. So what I'll do is I'll have one of them review the comp plan, and I'll send it to the other one and say, was he right? Was he right? I don't know, because I don't know. I'm not an FTC attorney. I'm a lawyer, so I can understand what they're telling me, but I don't know whether or not he's right or not. So I'll send it to him and say, is he right? Then I went out and got general counsel, outside general counsel. She used to be my debate partner. She's a partner in a law firm. Her name is Becky. So I'll send stuff to her, even when I think I know. I'll send it to her and say, hey, am I right? Am I right about that? Are you sure? Okay, I'm good. Okay, good. Just on general matters for the business. Then we went out and got a CFO. Well, I went to law school with him. He's a lawyer too. He's not only a lawyer, but he has a master's in law, a tax LLM. He also has an MBA in finance, and he's also a CPA. Go figure.
Wow.
He's our CFO. And then we need a trademark work done. So we went out and got Mr. Bendero out of California, who handles all our trademarks and copyrights. That wasn't enough because our business also touches the CFTC and it also touches the SEC. So we went out and got one of the largest firms in the country with 450 lawyers called Armstrong Teasdale. You can go look them up. And the main partner we work with, his name is Matt Kidsey. You can look his name up. He was the director of the SEC for the state of Missouri. And we also have partners inside of their firm that does CFTC work. In fact, they have a litigator out of New York that used to work in the litigation department for the SEC. So I'll say this. We're not playing. It's not a game. This is not something that we're doing by chance. We know. We're not guessing. You might be guessing, but if you're still guessing after this call, you can keep guessing. We're not guessing. We're not begging. I get on these calls often now, and I tell all the leaders, I said, we're only asking once. That's what when you go out and you tell people about this and you explain the value proposition, we only asking once. How many times we asking? Let me know in the chat. We only asking once. One time. That's it. You get one shot to go on a ride. You get one shot to be first. You get one shot because we're going to be here. And if you want to be 100 instead of being first, that's fine. Has no problem with me because we plan to be here. We ain't planning on going nowhere. And we're doing the work and making the investment of time and money to ensure that is the case. We've spent millions of dollars before ever taking a customer, almost 3. Before ever taking a customer. We're only asking one time. I'm not begging anybody to take my stuff we're almost giving away for free. My program alone by itself is $500 a month. Just mine. That doesn't include anything else. Not the mobile app we didn't spend over almost $300,000 for. Doesn't include access to the signals that you can go. Just mine, $500. So you think I'm going to beg you to take my $60 product? No, we're not going to do that. We want good partners. We want to partner. We want to support, but we ain't begging nobody to come along for the ride. Another question, Kirsten, or are you good?
Absolutely. Now, I've had a chance, we're in pre-launch. I've had a chance to see a lot of stuff, and I've never seen a company in quote unquote pre-launch that is so prepared. Usually companies are using pre-launch to raise money to do what they say they're going to do. So tell me, what does this company, and I know you have it mapped out, show me the roadmap. What does this company look like 6 months after official launch, a year after launch, 3 years and 5 years? Where is your vision for BFX?
Sure. I mean, the business is constant growth, iteration, and perfection, right? There's no way, even I wish we had 3 years before we launched it. I'm a preparer, you know what I mean? Like
That's obvious. That is obvious.
I'm the professional warrior. It'll never be perfect. It'll never be perfect for me, to be quite honest, right? But from an offering perspective, on the financial side, I want to see options. I want to see futures, right? Wow. Like I want to see it. I want to see this as a one-stop shop for financial education and financial literacy, period. So from that perspective, I see us adding down the road these other vehicles for financial education, right? I see us with a youth program. I'm really big on children and kids and mentorship, right? If we're going to be a generational company with a legacy build, right, we need to figure out how can we start passing this information down now to our youth. So I see us with a youth program as well. There's some other products and things that we're thinking about, such as travel. We're potentially thinking about maybe some health and wellness products as well. So from an expansion perspective, there's a lot of things on our vision board of things that we're potentially, considering and thinking about. But the first thing we need to do is master the basics, right? We have to do one thing really, really well, before we add a ton of other things from my perspective. 6 months, we should, we should be all systems go. We're still testing some things. We're iterating in the back office. You'll see us constantly, adding buttons, and we're testing things still. So it's not as if it's done. That's why it's called pre-launch, right? We're still working on it, trying to figure out, okay, what's the best way to do certain things. And realistically, the customers and their feedback is helping us understand what's the best experience for you. Because I'm one of those types of people, I like to build things from the end in mind. Like that's kind of how we were trained as prosecutors. You start from the verdict that you're trying to get. But it's one thing for us to believe that we have it. It's another thing for you to press a button and go somewhere that you got lost, and us not knowing that. So I think the feedback from the customer over the next couple of months is going to be important for us to understand what's the best user experience for the actual end user, right? It's one thing for us to think that we know. It's another thing for you as the customer to tell us that we know, right? And I think the leaders are going to be important and valuable for that as well. So that feedback is going to be very important over the next few months or so. A few years from now, we should touch every corner of the globe, without doubt. We are looking at offices in Latin America. We are looking at offices potentially in Dubai, in order for expansion, because we know that there are other leaders around the world that potentially don't have US visas. They can't come to our LA office and meet with us. So we have to go out to the rest of the world in order to ensure that we were able to support those other continents the way that we support here in the United States. So I'm excited, and I listen. I told the team when I accepted this role, this is my first time. This is my last time. I don't plan on doing anything else ever again. This is the thing that I'm going to do, and this is where I'm going to be, regardless of where everybody else is. And we're building that way. We're not building for 6 months. We're not building for 3 months. We're building for a lifetime, which means that takes all hands on deck in order to get there.
Gotcha. Well, hey, I'm looking at the time. I know you're very, very busy. I'm being cognizant of your time, but I have one last question. The evidence has been overwhelming. You have made a strong case. So my closing question to you: why BFX? Well,
It's become my baby, so I guess that's a more personal question. It really depends on the person that you're talking to, and I'm going to go back to the threefold. If a person is a marketer looking to build at a company where their checks are going to be protected because of good leadership, a clear mission and vision, where products and services that from a value proposition is way more than a customer could ever afford, BFX is for you. From a customer perspective, if you're looking for products and services that are just overwhelming compared to the price you pay, and you truly want to learn how to dominate these markets with proven professionals with certifications behind your name, BFX is for you. Because the reality is, when you place us next to, side by side, any other company that's ever existed in this industry, we are not even in the same category anymore. From a price point, from a value proposition and the products and services we have, the experts that we've partnered with, the leadership that we have, nobody's even close. So regardless of which box you fit in, I promise you it's going to be the best box you ever stand in.
Wow. That was so succinct and clear. If anyone on this call has not made the decision to get started, I don't know what else we can tell them. I don't know what else we can share with them. But say, I just want to make sure that you know how much we appreciate you, how excited we are for what we're currently doing, but more importantly, what we're going to do under the BFX umbrella. So thank you, Mr. Courtney Logan, for your time this morning. I cannot wait. I want to sign up again. So, hey, thank you. We appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I know you probably got 10 more things to do on your to-do list today. But once again, thank you for being with us this morning.
Hey, Kurt.
Yes, sir.
Didn't mean to interrupt.
Not at all.
First of all, you did a fantastic job, Mr. Courtney Logan. Thank you, sir, for just being that servant leader. And really, man, you moved me again. I've been really, initially when I got started, went and met with you guys and saw the potential and the ability, but didn't really understand the passion. And it's been a long time since I've had this level of passion. And I really want to thank you because I can feel it coming from your heart. And if you guys in the chat can feel this man's heart, please drop a 2 in the chat because I know Kirsten also wants you guys to know, we've been hurt. We've been beat up a little bit. We've been mistreated. But it's an honor to feel that we got Big Brother to protect us. And I feel that we have that with you. I do want to, 2 things I want to ask. Number one, the next month, December 10th and 11th, and I did ask some of the corporate team to reach out to you. We have reserved the $18 million mansion in Bel Air. And we also, for that Saturday and that Sunday, we have the yacht day. If you can look in your calendar, we would love to build an event around you. We will treat you like royalty if you're available, sir. And that's December 10th and 11th. That's number one. And number two, the other question that I have for you, Mr. Logan, is we also are very passionate about the youth. And we want to put on an event for the youth. And we'll give you those dates to be able to, if you're available, we'll make sure we take care of you to have you out as well, sir. And I just personally want to say thank you for your time as well.
Welcome, and let me extend that same level of gratitude back to you guys for being the servant leaders that you've been since I've met you, the number of times that I have. I appreciate your partnership, and I truly believe everything starts at the top. Right. And so if everybody could give your leaders a virtual round of applause by typing some $ in the chat, I would highly appreciate that, because in order to make this vision come to fruition, we need duplication of the right leadership, right? Because we really are just molds, right? We become molds for other people in order to shape, speak, act, and do. And I'm grateful for the way that you guys move in excellence, and I appreciate your partnership.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, Courtney.
All right, guys, everybody have a great day. Thanks for having me, James.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now for those, we're gonna let Mr. Logan go. If you are a guest on the call, we do have a raffle, okay? We do have a raffle. If you are a guest, meaning you're not connected currently to BFX, please type in your name and who invited you. Okay, so type your name in the chat and who invited you. If you are a guest, please type your name in the chat and who invited you. We're going to take about a minute to get that information. Who is your name? I mean, type your name and who invited you, please. Justin, Andrew, Matt, Teresa, Sandra. Wish we had some background music. Let's see here.
How about drums?
Yeah, some drums. Good morning.
Good morning.
Fred. Rodney Morris. We'll take another 10 seconds, guys. All right. Mr. Burns, if you want, I'm gonna go ahead and rip the stuff up real quick. If there's anything, maybe you want to open it up. I need about 2 minutes to shake the names up, and we're gonna give away we're gonna pay for 2 algorithm bots, guys. 2 bots for
Wow.
2 lucky people. All right, 2 bots for 2 people. So if there's anybody else, we got drum roll, 10 seconds. Augustus. All right.
Hey, Ricardo, you're not in yet.
All right, I'm gonna hand it to you, Kirsten, for about 1 minute. Let me go ahead and try my best to raffle. Ivy actually taught me how to raffle, but
Ivy taught you how to raffle. Okay, while he is doing the raffle, I know we have tons of people on the call. We have some people that are already using our platform to get results. We also have some people that are here for the first time taking a look. I hope I don't hope. If you have a pulse, if you can take a mirror in front of you and blow in that mirror and fog that mirror, I know you got value from our time that we spent with Mr. Logan. However, what I'd like to do right now, if you've had experience with our platform and you've been able to set up your trading bot, or you've been able to use the signals and you would like to share your results, go ahead. I do believe you can unmute yourself. I'll give you quickly 30 seconds to 45 seconds just to briefly share, because I believe that documentation is better than conversation. So if you've had some results and you're on the line right now, and you'd like to share, go ahead and unmute yourself. I know we have some leaders out there that have done some things with the platform so far. Even though we are in pre-launch, it's kind of cool to be making money while in pre-launch. So once again, feel free to jump on out. And I don't want to call anybody out because I know who's on the line, but if you would go ahead and unmute yourself while Mr. James, Boss I Quit Wiggins, is getting everything together for the raffle, and just go ahead and share your experience. We'd greatly appreciate it.
Hello there, Kirsten. You did an amazing job, like you always do. You know, I'm your favorite marketing fan. You're my teacher and my guide. I appreciate you. I'm not really into trading yet, but I am so ready to learn ABC. But I have made money as a builder. I am a builder, and I feel helping others to do other good things, to help others throughout infinity is just the best thing. And how we're gonna succeed in this world of violence, crime, and pity. You know what I'm saying? I love it here in this space. I love everybody here. I love all the leaders. Boss I Quit is what we're all intending to do, is Boss I Quit. You work hard, and you tell me all about what you do in life. You deserve it. You're an amazing father and amazing man. I appreciate you, sir.
Wow, thank you so much. That means a whole lot for you. For those of you that are not aware, I don't know, maybe you've been under a rock, maybe you've been hiding, but Ivy Jefferson has been a crucial member here on our leadership team for some time. She's experienced some of the peaks, and she's also experienced some of the valleys along with us. The one thing that I can tell you about Ivy is that lady always, and I mean always, shows up. So thank you for your kind words. I appreciate it. Wow, man, coming from you, that means a lot. Is there anyone else, while we have a little bit of a window, that would like to jump out and share a brief testimonial about either their experience with the system, growing their team, anything you'd like to share so far that you've experienced? Now, keep in mind, we are in pre-launch. Even though we're in pre-launch, we do have people that are making money, are in profit, have profitable accounts with our trading system, as well as we have people that are also generating income, being a good steward of this platform and sharing it with other people. So if you'd like to jump out, we believe about 30 seconds, maybe a minute or two before Boss comes back. Don't make me pull you out here. I know who's that? Is that Kyrie? Kyrie, the floor is yours, sir. One of our leaders from the East Coast. Go ahead and do your thing. We're getting a little feedback. We may have too many lines open, Kyrie. Can you hear me okay?
You know what? I can hear you.
You're a little distance, but the floor is yours, sir. Well, hey, I'm going to go ahead and just give you a little background on that gentleman. He is one of our leaders in the East Coast, in the Northeast. This gentleman, I've had a chance to watch him from afar. When James told me that he was coming on board here at BFX, I was like, watch out. This man, he will literally build an army. He is so committed to assisting others. It's just remarkable how he does that. He just gives of himself. So he literally flew out here to check out BFX Standard, went back to the East Coast, and is literally building a massive organization right now. So Kyrie, I apologize that we were having technical difficulties hearing you, but hopefully, you know, next time we get a chance to open lines, you can go ahead and share your story. So as we're waiting, is there anyone else that would like to jump out and give a brief testimony? Are you ready, sir? I see you shaking it up. I see you shaking it up. I do believe you're on mute as well. So before you start talking, make sure you unmute yourself.
Can you hear
Are
me?
you ready?
Yes, excuse the candle.
All right.
I'm not as good as Ivy, okay? I'm not as good as Ivy, but I'm
Hey.
trying. All right, so let me go ahead and. All right, so lucky bot owner number, oh my God, Tynesha. Tynesha, congratulations. Tynesha, are you still on? Please go ahead and type a 1. So what you got to do is get with whoever invited you if you're still on, and they're going to go ahead and help you get your membership. Once you get your membership, we're going to go ahead and get you your algo bot, okay? Tynesha, are you still there? If you're still there, we're going to have to give it to somebody else if you're not still there. Oh, Tynesha.
Doing direct message. Do you see her?
Yes. Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Hi, thank you.
You're
Hi, Maria.
welcome.
Congratulations.
You're welcome. So who invited you, Tynesha?
Maria?
What?
Soundable?
Crypto Maria. Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And whoever, Crypto Maria, you will be getting $50 in Bitcoin. So please send me your wallet. I will be sending you $50 in Bitcoin.
Let's go, Tanisha. Tag team, girl. It's time.
Thank you, Maria.
Tag team, back again. Check it to record. Oh, sorry about that. So Maria, make sure you send me your Bitcoin wallet, okay?
It's already sent. Check your phone.
Damn. I mean,
Wow.
all right. Second winner.
Crypto Maria.
Second winner, Miss Irma Bell. Miss Irma Bell, are you out there? Miss Irma Bell.
I'm here. Let's ride.
Uh-oh. Well, I love her. Let me see where you at. I like that energy.
All right, listen, man, I look a little ratchet right now. I'm here with my baby, but I'm here. Okay,
Hey,
let's
Irma.
ride.
All
Let's
right.
ride. Let's ride.
go.
dog.
Let's
All right.
go.
Let's go.
Who invited you, Irma?
Jalen Edwards.
All right. You are the best. Congratulations. Welcome. So Jalen will get with you, Irma, and we'll go ahead and get your bot set
That's
up.
right.
And Jalen, please send me your Bitcoin wallet. You will be getting also $50 in Bitcoin sent to your wallet. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, Irma. Congratulations. Congratulations, Tynesha. Guys,
Thanks, big dog.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, guys. If this helped you, all right, if this helped you, if Kurt helped you, if the man, the myth, the legend helped you, all right, type in the 3. If this really helped you see it, because honestly, I had to go and see it. I didn't see it in the beginning, guys. But I am so excited about being educated. I am so excited about being educated. I'm glad you saw it. So again, mark the calendar. The 10th and 11th. The 10th and 11th. We only have room for 100 people. We'll be putting a video of the home up, $18 million home in Bel Air. That's going to be on the 10th. We're going to have to fly Kurt in and fly him back out. All right, he's too busy for us. And then on the 11th, we will be taking a select few. We'll let you know what you have to do to be able to get on the yacht. The yacht is not for everybody, okay? There's some things that you will have to do to get on that yacht, but we're going to take the yacht out I believe Courtney is already agreed, so you'll be on there with Courtney as well. Some other very, 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 very successful individuals. One of the holders of some about 5 or 6 Bored Apes. So you're going to learn from some people about some crazy money. Myself, of course, some other people will be on, person to be on, and some other holders. That will be on the 11th. Okay. That will be on the 11th. So we got the 10th and the 11th. Also, if you are in the Inland Empire, okay, matter of fact, if you need help launching, we are here to help you launch wherever you are, but we will be starting live trainings, live events here in the Inland Empire. Los Angeles, we're gonna be in the Los Angeles area, building out our new location starting next week in El Segundo. So we'll have that available for people in LA area. Also, mark your calendar in March. We will be in Dubai, we will be in Cancun, and we will be in Las Vegas for our official launch. So you want to make sure that you do what you got to do to be at all these locations, all these places. We're going on tour, and that is in March. And I think is that it, Kurt?
I think that's it. You summed it up, man.
Okay.
I don't know about you, boss man, but there is no better way to kick off a Saturday than the way we just kicked it off. You guys, this energy should fuel you through the weekend. So, hey, we got some dates, we got some upcoming things, but here's the thing. Let's close with this, boss. Guys, this one is the deal. We found it. We finally found it. We took some black eyes, we took some lumps, some fat lips, all that, looking for a company that we could stand behind and build with confidence, but more importantly, that's gonna give us a skill set. That's gonna give us a skill set to truly take our own financial destiny into our hands. We are now responsible because you can plug in at your own pace, you can learn and you can earn while you learn using the automation features, but I challenge you, truly dig into this platform, learn these skills. You are going to be so grateful for the person that you become based on the skill sets that you acquire. So with that, I'm going to be quiet because I've been talking a lot this morning. God bless you all. BFX is our future. TBT Nation is the team. God bless you. I am gone. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye.